This is foggy. There we go. Well, hello there. It is Celestial Piper, a soldier of the watch. Well, you could call me Danielle. I'm so sorry for being late. I took a shower and it was refreshing. And I didn't pay attention at the time. And I was also trying to catch up and listen to Marfugel's show. And then I looked at the time and I went, I better run downstairs. Well, hop downstairs since my foot's fractured. Well, anyway, I hope you all are doing well. We're going to be discussing mindfulness. I think it's mindfulness meditation, which I actually did this morning for 20 minutes. There's a self-guided one. There's several different self-guided ones. I will lean. Hey, that current chick, how you doing? I got to get with you. I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to do it. If you guys haven't heard me talk about that Crohn's chick, I know I've mentioned her on a couple of my videos. She's in the chat room right now, so if you guys aren't chatting yet, jump on in. Looks like I think it's only you anyway right now. People will join us shortly. She's got an excellent channel in regards to Crohn's, irritable bowel disease, and different things like that. You know, I haven't been on Twitter, and I do apologize. So, but we're going to get together, and we're going to do a show together. So if there is anybody that is sub to me or is going to be watching this video, whether it's now or soon or later, keep an eye out, because I'll be announcing once we get things worked together, I'll be announcing when we'll be doing that. So if you have any questions at all, I'm sure she'll be more than happy to help you any way she can. Before I get started, and thanks to her, because I saw a video on it, I want to let you guys know that I am not at all a medical professional as far as being able to give you any type of medical advice. I can only tell you things that I'm doing, and if you want to check them out and research it for yourself, I definitely encourage that. I am not a doctor. I am no way certified or have the authority to be able to give any type of medical advice or even legal advice. So depending on what we talk about. So I just want to throw that out there. Anything that we do talk about today, I do my best to try to put the links in the details screen. They're not there right now, but I promise you when I get off of here, I will go ahead and put those links in there. And if I talk about another channel, I will put their link in there. We as YouTube creators really need to look out for each other and definitely share the love. So anyway, oh good, there's somebody else on. So whoever you are out there, hi. Don't forget to hit that like button. That helps us creators on YouTube a heck of a lot more than you know. And if you're not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe. And so go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and then you'll want to hit that bell, because then you'll be notified when I'm either live or I put up a video. I'm hoping to do an informational video soon. I was actually, and this will probably get me flagged because you know all the words, but as I've told you before, I really don't care, because I'm not in this for the money. And obviously with the amount of subscribers I have, I'm not making anything. So, but I'm thinking about discussing the topic Morgellons, which can be pretty, so sorry. For those of you that don't know, I carry a big giant cup of water. And the reason being, well, one, anybody that's on any type of medications, you can get dry mouth from it. But I do have Sjogren's disease. And Sjogren's disease is an autoimmune disease that creates a lot of dryness. It can, at the worst case scenario, it can affect your organs and your nerves and all that stuff. I am fortunate because all it's doing with me is causing dry mouth, which causes, I think it's called caries. That's basically tooth decay. So I have to go to the dentist more often than your average person and I have lost like, I think 4 teeth because of this disease, and them taking forever to diagnose me with something that I knew I had. I mean, nobody knows your body better than yourself. Amen. So the other thing is I have dry eyes. I am not a very good patient when it comes to that. So if anybody out there has been diagnosed with Sjogren's, do not follow my example. I do have a special eye drop that I'm supposed to put in twice a day by my eye doctor. So again, I have to visit the eye doctor a little bit more than everybody else does too, because it can affect your eyes. Like bad, like it can, and the medication you have to be careful with, because the medication can actually cause retinal damage. I know there's not a medication out there that doesn't have some kind of horrible side effect. But I haven't been taking it. I do need to get back into taking it. The side effects really suck. I don't have a better word than that, because it does this first of all, the nasty taste you get from it, just like when you do nasal inhalers, is just gross. And then it makes me dizzy. So then when it makes me dizzy, because it's like vertigo, I feel sick to my stomach, and it's not fun. But I got to stop being big baby and just choke it up and get back to doing it again, because dry eye is not fun either. And that's why I don't wear contacts. And to think, though, my dry eye is not even as bad as some people's dry eye. And with Sjogren's, people will get, well, not always, so I don't want to say will, but they can get to where their salivary glands that are back here can swell up, and they literally look like a chipmunk kind of face. And I don't mean that in any derogatory way, but it can definitely cause like what looks like tumors coming out their face. And you have salivary glands, which I learned when I had my biopsy done to test me, because, you know, the doctors like to rely on labs. Okay. I have a wonderful rheumatologist that I know I've told you guys that have been watching me that, that says that she does not treat labs. She treats the patients. And that right there is a good doctor. So I had a biopsy done because my labs were coming back normal, which is not unusual for a lot of people with different autoimmune diseases. I just want to see what that Crohn's chick put down there. Oh, and that Crohn's chick, do you want me to call you that, or do you want me to go by a name or anything like that? Let's see here. She said, I feel that way about all my medications. Yep, I think we all can totally relate to that. So with the Sjogren's, let's see here. I had the biopsy done. It came back that I had it. Okay. All right, cool. So it is, I have glasses on and I'm still squinting. Isn't that horrible? So Sharni, am I saying that right? That is an RN, right? Not an M. Gosh, it's terrible. I'm getting old. No, I'm getting wiser. I'm not going to do that. I'm Danielle. I mean, you probably heard me say that in the beginning, but just in case. Okay, good. I'm saying it right. Because I can butcher names, so it's not pretty. So my biopsy came back exactly what I thought, and I had Sjogren's. Thank goodness. And I tell you, I couldn't be any more grateful, but they did check me for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma as well, and I did not have that. My father had died from that. His mother had Sjogren's disease. You get where I'm going? It's a good chance my dad probably had it. So I am so glad that they caught it, although I probably had it since my early 20s. And thank you, Sharni. And so anyways, that's where I am with, I'm just going to adjust this a little bit. That is where I am with the Sjogren's. Because of the Sjogren's, I have fibromyalgia. And that's not unusual with all of us spoonies out there, because When I say spoonies, I'm talking anybody that's dealing with some type of chronic issue, like an autoimmune disease and stuff like that. Because the autoimmune disease, a lot of them cause a lot of pain. And it's different kinds. It could be body pain. It could be bowel pain. It could be migraines. It could be, all sorts of things, right? So, because of the Sjogren's, thank God it's not attacking my organs and all. So I'm not there with that. And that's awesome. I have just all the annoying stuff, but it did attack my nerves. And so what happens is now you're in a chronic pain cycle, and then it triggers, because it's a stress on your body. So then there you go. You got fibromyalgia. Unfortunately, fibromyalgia still has a pretty horrible stigma to it. And so hopefully we can fight that. And I'm hoping together we can support each other between autoimmune disease, chronic issues, fibromyalgia, whatever it is. If we can all support each other, not only is it going to be good and healthy for us mentally and in the long run physically, but maybe it'll bring more attention to what we're dealing with. And with that, I did tell you all that I wanted, because I make jewelry, and I'm wearing one of my necklaces right now. Ta-da! Okay. I said I was going to make some spoonie bracelets. And here you go. So it's like the little faux sea glass and beads. And right here is a spoon. Ta-da. I have another one. Just got to remember where I put it. If you saw my space right now, you would be like, Danielle, you should be ashamed of yourself. It is not pretty over here. Oh, I can't find my dark blue one. Because I have here it is. I like this one. It matches what I'm wearing today. So here's the dark blue one. Ta-da. And this one's got 4 spoons. So I think the other person, whoever's wearing that bracelet, is a little less spoons. That's not good. Oh, thank you so much. Well, if anybody is interested, I keep forgetting to put the link in my detail screen, but I'll do it today. I do have an Etsy shop. I should be adding these today. I've been procrastinating, and I don't have a lot on my Etsy shop, so that's not really good for business, because the more you have on there, the better the exposure you get. But I plan on going on there and listing more stuff today. Since this is the first time I've seen you on my channel, Sharni, let me show you a couple of things that I do have on there just to show you. I take bicycle bracelets. This is great hand therapy for me, by the way, because my hands don't like to work a lot, which stinks since I love to play guitar. But, thank God my voice still works. So I can just stop playing for a second and sing, and hopefully nobody notices. But this is one of my bracelets. Obviously, it's a heart shape. I love these things. And I started doing these. Of course, I was like way long ago. And it didn't hit me until recently when they canceled my disability, and I'm not okay enough to go to work. Would I love to go back to work? Yes, I've told you guys that over and over again. But unfortunately, reality is there's just no way, because they'd fire me. Like this week, I had that one bad day, you all know, and I was down and out. There was just no way. No way. I know you can definitely... a lot of you can definitely empathize with me on that. Here's another bracelet. So some of them I have a little bling too. Yeah, a lot of us are. I mean, with your, my aunt has what you have, Sharni. And that is just so unpredictable. And if you go in, I don't wish Crohn's disease on my worst enemy. I do not. Any type of irritable bowel disease, no. I mean, I have IBS, and IBS is like nothing compared. And let me tell you, my IBS is murder sometimes. I mean, I've been known to pass out on the toilet from the horrible cramping. So I can't imagine what somebody going through, irritable bowel disease, Crohn's disease, and stuff like that, how bad it is. It does suck. I had a friend, and I should have never left that position, because I half wonder if I still be working if I stayed where I was at, because I was hardly ever stressed in that position. And stress plays a huge role when dealing with chronic illness. So I was able to manage my pain level well without having to be on all sorts of drugs. But I had a friend, she's still my friend. We just haven't talked as much as we used to. But she had it worse than me, and she couldn't keep the weight on. I mean, she looks anorexic looking, and it's not on purpose. It's just like, she eats, but it just like right out of her. She does have psoriatic arthritis. So could she possibly have another autoimmune condition? Very good possible chance, because usually when you have one, you have more than one. So like in my case, I don't mention it a lot, but I have Raynaud's disease as well, that I was diagnosed in my 20s, and now diagnosed with Sjogren's. My brother, he's got a laundry list, including porphyria. And porphyria, that's an interesting one if you want to look that up. King George had it. Depending on what type of porphyria. In his case, it made him mad. It made him completely crazy. My brother's got that. He's got lupus. The poor guy, he's dealing with a lot. So if you can keep my brother Robert in your prayers, that would be awesome. I don't know what it goes by these days, because he's always changing his name. It's either Rob or Bob. I always call him BJ, Bob Jr. So, but only his family's allowed to do that. All right, so why don't we go ahead and we'll get to the topic at hand. I tend to blab away, but that's because I'm home all day and I got nobody to talk to, except for my little puppies, and they're outside right now. So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull this article up, and I will have that link, as I said, at the bottom. Oh, and before I get into that, just a little news. Have you guys heard about Julian Assange? He was arrested by UK police after the Ecuadorian embassy revoked his asylum. Oh my goodness, how about that one, huh? Okay, now the article that I found is called Mindful Meditation, or What is Mindful Meditation? Now, of course, this article, it looks like it's a little scurry, so bear with me here. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit off of here. It is from universityhealthnews.com. And again, I'll have that link in the details area for you to look out or look at. Pain and the brain, how meditation can help. And again, I did this morning. So if I could find that one I watched on YouTube, I would like to support her channel. So I will put that link in there for you. It's just a pretty simple, cut and dry meditation. There's nothing weird to it. Let me tell you, it was amazing. And I'm not easy with shutting off my brain. That's half of the problems I have. So, for me to be actually fully, completely relaxed and in a meditative state was like amazing in itself. So pain and the brain, how meditation can help. You might think that when you stub your toe, the pain that you feel comes from your toe. But this seems like the logical explanation, but obviously the signal comes from your brain. So really, technically, the pain is all in your head. How about that one, right? So that's, that the perception of pain comes from the brain. And like I said, it's a signal that sends it. For people who experience chronic pain, this is good news. Why? Because we can alter the way our brain evaluates painful stimuli. Okay. The brain has the ability to choose which stimuli to pay attention to and which to ignore. And we have access to a very powerful tool that can help us encourage the brain to turn down the perception of pain and meditation. So for my Christian folks out there, you know that Jesus said, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you could tell this mountain to go over here or go over there, stuff like that. I know I'm not quoting it directly. So that's pretty much the same deal. You know what I mean? I think we forget just how powerful the beings we are inside of us, you know? Studies show that when people meditate, the brain activity in regions related to pain perception can be altered. So this can correspond to a higher pain tolerance. So it's kind of like you're conditioning yourself. For example, after only 4 days of mindfulness meditation training, people who meditated while exposed to a painful stimuli showed a 40% reduction in pain rating and 57% reduction in pain unpleasantness compared to when they were meditating. That right there is so encouraging for us people that deal with fibromyalgia and stuff, because they've, like I told you guys yesterday in my video, they've actually have done MRIs or some type of scanning on those people with fibromyalgia on their brains, and did different testing, and we react different to stimuli. What might not cause Joe over here pain will cause Danielle over here pain. So it is truly in our heads. It's in our brains. So this is encouraging because it's saying, hey, we can kind of like retrain that signal. You know what I mean? So let's go here. So what is mindfulness meditation? Okay. While many forms of meditation can be helpful for controlling pain, the most effective seems to be mindfulness meditation. This type of meditation focuses on the awareness of the present moment. So where you are at that moment, what's going on with your body at that moment, what's going on around you in that moment, with the intention of paying attention to these moment-to-moment experiences, keyword, without judgment. Many chronic pain conditions respond particularly well to a structured 8-week mindfulness-based stress reduction, also known as MBSR, I can't talk, program. In this type of program, a skilled practitioner trains participants in a group setting to bring awareness to sensations, movements, breaths, and thoughts that come and go in each moment. The goal is to simply notice, not to react to these experiences. Meditation helps reduce pain in a variety of chronic pain conditions. Meditation, particularly mindfulness techniques, can lead to improvements in pain intensity when compared to standard care for many chronic pain patients. It also may help improve pain-related disability, pain acceptance, feelings of control over the pain, depression, anxiety, and quality of life. Immediately after treatment, as well as at follow-up later on, some specific conditions that respond particularly well include low back pain. And they said that during an 8-week program, they saw a majority of patients that continued to practice this. They had a pretty substantial benefit. There's migraines. So patients with that, using the mindfulness meditation, had such a more encouraging quality of life. Anxiety and stress it made such a difference in that, so that the frequency and duration of their headaches had come down quite a bit. Fibromyalgia, mindfulness based therapy can be an effective fibromyalgia natural treatment. So women who have participated in this program, they had experienced significant reduced symptoms of severity. And let me tell you, it does reduce stress. I mean, my whole body, I still feel like a limp noodle. It's helped reduce stress, sleep disturbances, which for those of us that, and this goes up with other conditions as well, but it's not unusual with people that have fibromyalgia to have sleep issues. whether it's restless leg syndrome, some type of uh, apnea. There's different kinds. The one that I was being checked for, and I have to be rechecked again because I was on medication when they did it, but I stopped breathing in my sleep. I don't snore. I have the kind where this brain doesn't send the signal to my body and I stop breathing. It really freaks out my husband when it happens naturally. But all that stuff can actually induce symptoms of fibromyalgia if your body's not getting the proper nourishment, proper sleep, stuff like that. So by doing, the mindfulness, meditative therapy, it's definitely helped people sleep better and things like that. And then it says, try meditation and mindfulness techniques for yourself. So along with helping reduce pain, meditation and mindfulness can help boost the immune system, treat depression, and more. In its simplest form, a meditation practice can be 5 minutes a day of sitting quietly and breathing deeply. But if you are really struggling with chronic pain symptoms, finding a way to incorporate a more involved practice into your daily routine could benefit you tremendously. Now, for me, I found that 20 minutes wasn't long enough. I really enjoyed it. I felt so good. So it goes by fast. So if you can find the time, by all means, do it longer. And then it says, let's see, try finding meditation classes near you and try out different types to see what suits you. Or you can search for an MBSR program where you will learn the tools necessary to practice mindfulness techniques on your own to keep your pain under control. Well, like I said, I found that video on YouTube. I mean, you pretty much can find any video on YouTube these days, and find what works for you. I like the first one I tried. So I'll put that link in there and, you can check it out or you can do your own search. And that looks like that's about it. So I'm going to head over back to you guys, see what's going on in the chat room. So like I said, I tried it out for myself. I thought it was amazing. Oh yeah, Sharni. And that's only like a small amount in my family. So obviously there's got to be some type of hereditary thing with these chronic illnesses and stuff like that. Some of us are a little bit more stubborn. I don't want to say stronger. I never say that for anybody dealing with that stuff. Every person's different. But I would say that I'm a bit of a hard head. Which is probably a good thing. I'm a lot like my father. So that's probably what's pushed me a little bit more because I'm older than my brother. And I also have an excellent support team, and that makes a huge difference. My brother doesn't have that. And he lives in New Jersey and I'm here in North Carolina. So it's like a huge difference. So he really doesn't have anybody to back him up. And he's had 2 failed marriages, and that's even more stress and strain on them. And so, yeah, and they're not easy people. Now, he's not easy either, but I think all of us can definitely not be easy at times. So when I did this therapy this morning, the woman guides you through, tells you to take 5 deep breaths, and then she basically has you listen to wherever you are, whether you're outside. She tells you to identify what you're hearing without judgment. So I guess, don't think in your head, oh, I hear an annoying bird singing outside or something like that. That's what I'm assuming, because I am not at all an expert in this. I'm learning, and that's the whole point of what I've been doing lately on this channel is sharing my experience of what I'm trying to do. But then she tells you, identify each sound, and like for me, I was hearing the fish tank that I have over here next to me. And actually it was nice because the sound of water, whether it's a fish tank, a flowing river, stuff like that, is very soothing in my opinion. I do love the sound of the birds. Unfortunately, I wasn't hearing them. I'm hearing them now though. I could hear my Rottweiler breathing. She's getting old, so she's starting to sound a little bit heavier breathing. And then I was hearing my little neurotic mess of a dog, Ozzy, outside whining. And I was trying not to think how annoying it sounded. But anyway, then she starts focusing on different body parts. So like she started from your feet, and I have a lot of issues with my feet. So that was great. And I noticed the difference right away. And I have a fractured foot on top of it. So, besides the nerve pain, then I'm, dealing with that. Okay, Sharni, I really like that you were here. I hope you have a wonderful day. We will definitely talk. So, it's 12 a.m. there. So you're in Australia. Okay. I was wondering where you were. I was thinking, I'm like, is it UK? I'm not really sure about the accent. Okay, sweet. Well, I will keep that in mind because it's 10:44 here. So I'll keep that in mind when I try to contact you. All right. Well, God bless, girl. All right, guys. So I can't wait for me and her to get together and do that. I think hopefully a lot of you will come on. I'm not sure if we're going to try to do it live or if we'll just pre-record it and maybe do a premiere. That might be a good idea. Bye. So when she got to the feet, she'll say, what do your feet feel like right now? Do you feel a vibration, stuff like that? Because what ends up happening is she walks you through it. You're feeling a lot more in tune with your body. And, your body has a frequency of its own. And so, if you're really like tuning into your body, you can actually feel these frequencies and these, whether it might be a bit of a vibration, like a buzz kind of feeling or something like that. So I was feeling a slight, like a buzz kind of feeling there in my feet, a bit of a vibration. And then she says, relax your feet, let them press into the earth or wherever you are. I was sitting in the chair behind me. So what they call crisscross applesauce. And my feet, it was like almost like putting a command to them and they were just automatically doing it. It was amazing. So they just felt like super relaxed and I was not feeling any pain at that moment. And that was awesome. And so then she just went through the different energy areas of your body. So, low back, your heart area, your throat area, and so forth, and worked our way up. So it was really good. And that was my first session of mindfulness meditation. I really liked it. I could see myself doing that at least twice a day. I think it might be good if I could try to do it 3 times a day, like maybe morning, afternoon, evening, especially since I tend to be a very high stress person. My shoulders are like always tight right here. If I can get myself in a routine of that, I could definitely see myself getting better. So I'm feeling pretty encouraged by it. Let's see. What else did I want to tell you guys? I think it's pretty much done. Might be a shorter video today. I think that's about it. But again, you got to do what's going to work for you. Oh, I wanted to share this. So I've been really thinking, how I've been saying, I really don't want to be on my pain medicine anymore. I really want to try to get off a lot of my medicines. And I'm trying to seek more natural things like what we're discussing today to help me. I am going to talk to the pain management doctor about weaning me off of my medication. Well, for one, it's so expensive to go there. And I go there and I sit there for 5 minutes and they pretty much just go over my medications, do this, check things off. And then that's it. And they write me prescriptions and the next time to come in. It's costing me an arm and a leg just for that because they work out of the hospital system, so the hospital system feels that they can charge me. Then because they're anesthesiologists, the anesthesiology team can charge me. And then the provider charges me. I'm getting charged 3 times. And my insurance, pays a certain percentage of it. We can't keep paying that kind of huge bill. It's ridiculous. For what? To write me prescriptions that I don't even want to be on. So I am going to start, if I can by myself. I'm going to see if it works out today. I took medicine this morning. So when nighttime comes, I'm going to try this meditation technique and see how that works for me. I have faith in my Father in heaven that he will help me through it. And I'm just going to go from there. And then I'll tell you guys about it tomorrow and let you know how it's going. Again, I'm not giving any medical advice to you guys, just letting you know what I'm trying, what I'm, finding by doing my own research. And I will provide you with the links. And if you have any questions and all, and I'm able to answer them for you, by all means, go ahead and shoot a comment down there below. Hey, Nightblade. Hi-de-ho. Is Mr. Hanky. Oh yeah, I'm terrible. I know exactly where that comes from. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo, South Park. That little turd is disgusting. Waving like Gump. That's such a goof. Oh, so I just got done going over this cool website that I got an article on in regards to mindfulness meditation. And so I don't know if you were on here listening and just not commenting, but oh, okay. Well, yesterday's video was way better than the day before's. I was not feeling too well, as you know. But yeah, so we were going over mindfulness meditation. I had my first session this morning here in my living room. It was amazing. And I'm going to, and you know how much, Nightblade, I hate taking my pain medicine. I am going to try tonight when it starts hitting again, and I normally have to take another pill. I'm going to try the mindfulness meditation and see how that helps me. And go from there. I know it's going to take more than, 1 or 2 sessions. But I did notice a difference for a brief, maybe half hour this morning. So I thought that was a good start, So I will definitely leave the link to that site that I had read off to you guys. That Crohn's chick that was on in our chat room. And it's like 12 a.m. in Australia. Wow. Well, now I know where she's from. So that's cool. Cause I wasn't sure if, I'm pretty sure it's the UK, but we got exact Australia. So I'm going to get together with her and we'll do a show together. I'm going to leave her link too. It'd be awesome if you could go over there and show her some support and, maybe watch one of her videos, more than one if you want, and hit like. I know she just recently put out a video today, I believe. I saw it show up on my notifications. So go over there, hit like, hit subscribe, click on the bell. That way you'll be notified of her videos. I'm still in the middle of watching Marfugal. So I'm going to get back to him shortly. He is very, very close to 100,000 guys. Let's help him out. I think he's like a little over 2,000 until he reaches that. So please share his channel, share his videos, whatever we can do to help him out. We get him past the 100,000 mark. He gets so much more out of YouTube to help him. And, I know we're a proud and supportive family, us Fugals. So make sure you go over and show some love by sharing his videos if you haven't already. And if you aren't sub to his channel, please go check him out. The guy has got one of the biggest hearts I know. So like, subscribe, all that good stuff. He usually does, things have been a little different, but I know he's been dealing with a lot of stuff right now. But he usually does like anywhere from 4 to 6 times a week live on his more Fugal TV channel. He'll do live call-ins. So he'll do a little bit of news and then live call-ins. And then the channel that we're trying to get to 100,000. Now, granted, sub to both channels because one, he uses both channels for one. But, either one of them is going to be his backup if, certain people cause him any issues. But Marfugal News is the channel that we're very close to 100,000. I haven't given him a shout out. I haven't watched him in a while, but I do watch John X. So if you guys want to show him some support, go over to his channel and check him out. I love Jacob Israel, as you all know, and I know most of you that are on here that watch me, you all love him too. So please show him some love. And I love Derek Burrows, Global Witness. He has a backup channel as well, and I can't think of it right now, but I will try to find that and I'll put the link down below. He does not monetize because he will definitely be demonetized because he's not afraid to say whatever. He'll say all the keywords that get you in the trouble on here. So I've recently started listening to Naughty Beaver. His stuff could be very far out and mind blowing. So just be forewarned if you're not prepared for that. But he's really good. I really like him a lot. And am I missing anybody? Oh, Leak Project. I try to catch some of his stuff as well. He could be pretty funny. So just want to show the love to all the people I like to watch. They're not shills. They're cool people. They're passionate, some even more passionate than others, John. and just their support. They're just trying to get the truth out to everybody. Opening our eyes, even when we think they're open and find out they weren't as open than we thought they were. Yeah. So guys, that's pretty much it. I love you all. I'm having another pretty good day today, so I'm happy about that. So be encouraged. I pray for each and every one of you. Even the ones I don't know, I put it up there to the Father and I say, please just, anoint them, bless them, heal them, all that stuff, because I love you because he loved us first. And I have that ability to love each and every one of you because he loves me. He loves you. We're all connected. So let's just look out for each other. That's what I want this group to be about. Support each other, encourage each other, and do that for other people out there. You see somebody on the street and they look like they need help. Go, ask them, what can I do to help you? Or, the more of us that show that kind of love, just think how much better this world could be. It's bad enough we got to be in this growing evil place that it is. We might as well make it good, right? All right, guys. Well, I love you. Be blessed. Okay. I will see you tomorrow. God willing. And that's it for today. This is Danielle, Celestial Piper at Soldier of the Watch. Peace out. Love you guys. Mwah.